If you clicked on this video, chances are your team looks like this. And if your team looks like this, you're definitely getting shat on by this. Or you could have clicked this video for fun. Please don't leave. Well, today I'll be teaching you how I personally deal with these Terminator reps using a pure double Aqua lineup. In Season 18, I was able to hit a peak of 1800 MMR. In the off-season, my peak was 1700 MMR. Now, this may not look like much, but I think that for these types of teams, this is about one of the highest that you can reach. Now, if we scroll through my match history, we can see that there are quite a few Terminator reps. Of course, you see them often because it's one of the most dominant Axie types in the game. There's one, Victory. I lost to a Dusk one. Victory. Yeah, that's a loss. Victory, victory. It's 4 wins in a row here. So that's pretty clear proof that I am capable of beating quite a few Termi reps. So here's my trick to doing it. In just about any competitive PvP game, it is very important to understand your win conditions. Even in Axie Infinity, this is very important to know. Now, when trying to win against these Terminator reps using this double Aqua lineup, which is pure, your win conditions are number 1, you want to be in a 2v1 situation where both of your Aquas are fairly healthy. Number 2, you want the capability to pump out the equivalent of about 3 to 4 cards worth of damage. With that in mind, we will be playing out the early and the mid game in a way that will help us transition into the situation that we want. I'm going to skip over this early round because it's pretty simple. Nothing crazy, just regular old gameplay. In the second round, he slowed me down. I know that Cactus is good when you're slowed, so I just decided to go for that. Also don't want him to steal energy, so I just use all 3. Carrot Hammer will give it back to me if he breaks my shield anyways. This is kind of where things start to get important with the thing where I mentioned that we should play our way into the win condition. I go for a shield here because I want to delay the death of my plant, because we're trying to have enough resources so that we can shape the game in the way that we want it to be. Now here, I am a bit cautious with my Aqua cards because I know that he still has an Aqua stock. He does have an Aqua stock. So we were able to not give him that much energy. Given that thought process, you'd think I'd pass again knowing that he has another Aqua stock. But you see, I don't want any damage to be done to my Aqua, so I decide that I want to play into this no matter what, because I know that I have 7 energy. There's no way that this plant can put up enough shield to take a 3-card combo, and then I know that a mech only needs 3-card combo from my Aqua as well. So what I do here is I go for 2 3-card combos, 1 for each fish. You can see how that works out. Okay, so, like I mentioned, you want to be in a situation where you can fight a 2v1 and enough damage that's about equal to 4 cards. I only have 3 energy, so what I do here instead is I go for a double Nemo fish slap for energy gain, and I also add a shoal star in. This will allow me to break through the shield because most Termis tend to put up 115 or 145 shield unless they're really going all in on protecting their Axie. I break the shield and give myself 2 energy right here, as you can see now. The reason that a 2v1 is very important is because you want one to get the stun and then the other one to get very pure hits onto the Terminator. He's able to take down my fish here. Doesn't matter at all because we already achieved the win condition. We're now in a situation where I have attack up, I have 4 energy, I can 4-card combo him, and he only has 161 health. There's no way you could possibly lose this. We then finish him off with both physical and emotional damage that will affect the next 2 generations of his family lineage. Alright, starting off this game, we see that he has a more conventional mid lane, which is a beast, a Rimp Donut. This is probably the most common iteration of RBP you'll be seeing when you're in this type of MMR. The key here is to just remember the win conditions I mentioned earlier. I play this out how I normally would. I don't want him to steal, so I use up my plants cards. Sadly, he doesn't do anything, so my carrot hammers are kinda wasted. I pass, because I am pretty sure he has a pumpkin, which he does. I now play a 4-card combo. I bet on the chance that he probably doesn't have another pumpkin because he used 1 and it's only round 3. So there's a chance that he hasn't drawn it yet. I go for that. So from this situation, you can see that we trade our plants in this round. I'm able to get the kill. He gets the kill on mine. He has no Ronin, so he gets no energy back. Now, in this case, a little fun fact for people that have the same midline as me. When you're dealing with these beasts that have about 336 or less health, you can actually kill them with a normal 3-card combo and a Nemo with it. So you're only really using the equivalent of 1 energy. You can see the damage output here, 146, followed by a 40, and this one which is 154, 153, sorry. Now we're at the win condition I mentioned earlier. It's a 2v1. Both fish have at least 2 cards on them. We use the first fish to break the shield and the second fish to deal damage. So our backline gets stunned. Like I mentioned earlier, a 4-card combo from a Termi will never really kill you. Unless that happens. But I'm still fine. So what I do here is I know that I have 3 energy and I want a 4-card combo just to make sure. I use 1 Swift Escape. That'll allow me to get rid of my stun, and then I sacrifice my middle off. Now we're in this situation, basically the same as the one from the last game. We're able to clean up rather easily. I go for the risky and then the Oranda. And then I make this 3rd card miss, and then land the 4th card. As you can see here, miss, and then a hit. This doesn't mean that you're gonna win against every Termi from now on because you've watched this video. All it means is that you now have a better chance because you understand the win conditions that you have to move the game into so that you can take over the whole match. This is how you generally deal with counters. You try to find out in which ways you can possibly win and try to steer the game into that position. It's not always going to be that way. Sometimes you're not going to get there and it's fine, you can lose. Sometimes I just want to surrender, give up, and Termies just want to make me quit the game. Sorry about that. But yeah, if you like the video, like, comment, notification bell, subscribe. Bye.